I'm Alejandra Gonzalez Perez. I just turned 17. I mean, there's not much to me. I try to create anything that is brought to my table, if that makes sense.
My name is Ryan Gutierrez. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Canoga Park, California, and I go to Chatsworth Charter High. I love filmmaking before, like in elementary school. Like I would always just make little short films with my camera and Windows Movie Maker, and I started there.
I remember I got my first camera like when I was 8 from a little thrift store, and I fell in love with it. It didn't work, but I mean, I was just like pretending like I was taking pictures. And like the art, it's really hard to get out there, make your name big. I'm scared to make it my career.
I had no idea none of this was gonna happen. I just came here, showed up, and was so surprised.
My name is Sabbath Inara. I am the Senior Vice President of Comedy Development and Programming at the Fox Broadcasting Company.
The goal of F2F is over 4 years we cover a lot of ground. So year 1 is narrative filmmaking, year 2 would be animation, year 3 would be VR, and year 4 would be a paid internship.
For us, it's about creating a 360-degree education.
The goal for each student is to get into the film business, and that means a portfolio, a resume, and as everyone can tell you, your first job is always the hardest job.
The idea is that as we grow as a program, we'll be able to have kids who go through 3 years of the program, and by the end of it, they can say, wow, you know, out of everything, I loved animation the most.
Animation it's easier in some aspects, but it also takes a way longer time.
Yes, it's a really slow process too. You have to be patient with every single thing.
Starting Monday, like the only thing I knew about animation was maybe like some documentaries that I'd seen.
I thought it was just gonna be like simple workshop class. Like we're always just learning stuff and working, but now we get to meet so many creative people.
Last year we worked on live action, and this year's really focused on animation. And we've had a lot of awesome speakers come in, people from Nick, Disney, people who have been in the industry for a really long time, and we've just been learning a lot about how, you know, the principles of animation, the production of animation, the talent that goes behind it.
So like, what it became interesting to me is that anything you could come up with, you could bring to life, and sometimes it could start something new.
You can do anything you want, anything you can put down on paper, anything you can draw, you can do an animation.
Every minute of the day is something. We try to, in our first week, cover the whole thematic through line of how you make an animatic, so then week 2 we could be making the animatic. Every student had an amazing, clever, creative idea that could compete with any professional.
Hi, my name is Miriam Fernandez, and we are about to pitch our storylines.
I'm really nervous and excited at the same time, and I'm like not nervous but nervous.
We had to pitch an original idea. I came up with this whole idea, and on the right here, 30 minutes before I pitched it, I came up with something else.
5 fingers, Brian with an eye. Yay!
Like, my pitch worked, and Rachel liked it.
He's a bit stressed.
I'm just more of like, I want to get things in order. I want to get people to do their jobs.
Right now we're in the process of actually making our own animatic, which is sort of the precursor to all of the animation films that we see.
Our concept is about a mama bear and a baby bear, and people judge her. She kind of just has to bear it because people are ignorant with stuff like judgment and race.
A very tongue-in-cheek but very deep and truthful story about racism.
It's really personal for both of us.
Yeah. And they brought to life ideas that I would never think possible.
I am in 5 fingers.
It's about a guy who has a hand where all his fingers can talk.
And they all have different personalities that control his body.
And are all trying to like get their own objective achieved.
They all get into arguments, and they have to try to work together.
I want to tell these stories. They're important. It's a way of sort of providing an escape for your audience.
Those are the stories we want to hear. Those are the amazing experiences that we want to hear about.
Hi, my name is Miriam. I'm 17 and I'm from El Sereno. I think my neighborhood's really incredible in different ways. There's people who are really working to become successful in their lives and not have like their neighborhood or their location limit them from doing what they want to do. My dad, he's white. My mom, she's Mexican Chinese, and I've always felt like there's never been somebody out there who's exactly like me.
And my name is Andy. I'm 18 years old. Well, I was born in El Salvador, but now I live in Norwalk. I moved here when I was 4. Living in Norwalk is pretty peaceful. It's like the safest area we've ever lived in. I live with my parents and my siblings and my grandma. I developed my passion for filmmaking through my sister. She's the one who introduced me to films, and that it was possible for me to get a job doing movies, which was like a crazy idea for me.
I live with my mom, my dad, my 2 sisters, and my little brother. My parents originated from Mexico. They came to the United States when they were 13. It's difficult communicating. I'm the one in the household who knows less Spanish. I try to not get overwhelmed with the fact that I can't really talk to my parents like other kids can. My little brother, he has Down syndrome. They want to care, but they have the little one and they have the older one to think about.
You know, I always thought like filmmaking has always been really daunting, especially after hearing so many different stories. It is a really huge struggle to make it, but I think now that Film2Future's opened those doors as to how many careers there actually are and how possible it actually is, and if you just dedicate your heart into it, and if it's something that you truly love, people will see it and they will help you. I've seen like my parents be encouraging of me pursuing whatever I want to do, but I've seen also how they encourage more things than others. Maybe you have higher chances of making a higher income this way.
They don't see what storytelling can do for people. Storytelling can create awareness for anything that's troubling anyone. It gives people opportunities to be in a different mindset than they were. Film2Future taught me what you need to know, what you have to do.
Film2Future taught me how to cooperate, like how to work with people, how to pitch ideas, and most importantly, how to make friends. Emerson and I, we went to Chatsworth and we both joined Film2Future and we became like best friends. It was great seeing that someone in Film2Future is in my community.
I don't think I need anyone to tell me that whatever you have passion for isn't for you. There's a diverse pool of jobs out there.
And now when I do a job, I just think about what I learned at Film2Future.
I think by having this animatics, definitely gonna show them or kind of prove to them that I can do this and that I am capable of being successful in this field, but also just how much I'm passionate about it.
I'm really excited to let my family see what I've been working on, what I've been doing at Film2Future. This will be the first time they get to see my work on the big screen.
I feel like whenever you're showing people something you worked really hard on or something like in the creative aspect that you've made, like it's kind of hard to show people. I'm really excited for them to be able to see how much Film2Future has like helped me. I think that our message is the most important, that like everyone deserves to be like loved and everyone's equal.
My family isn't attending the gala. I wish they were, but they're not. Film2Future is my family, so in a way, I'm getting supported no matter what.
Every person needs one adult advocate to make a difference in their life.
Camp was like an hour and a half away, but Rachel, she helped out. Everyone got rides, try to get us, everybody that signed up to go to Film2Future.
Every day it's like, where are your transcripts? Where are your transcripts? I've never been in that situation where someone is giving me their time. She believes in me and she wants me to succeed in life.
I think art is a great way to get kids ready for life.
When you have an idea, you have to make sure that it gets across like very clearly. Like, don't be afraid to speak up. If you have an idea, shout it out. No one will listen unless you actually try to like speak up.
Without Film2Future, I wouldn't have the confidence I have right now.
It was such a great opportunity to get to work on my own film and for my pitch to get chosen and have other people work with me.
It's not just 3 team leaders and 4 other people. It's a whole family.
It's crazy to go from like sitting on my computer at home as a kid, and if
that kid knew what I was doing right now, he wouldn't believe it. He'd probably like faint. Without Film2Future, I probably wouldn't be making films.